We have had a lot happen over the weekend with one of the biggest celebrities in the world right now, Kim Kardashian.
I have to say, pretty epic moment, isn't it? Getting your content shared months later.
Kim K making herself a jacket spud on Sunday and thought, and she shared our capital.
We had Grime Gran, our show Nan, did the junket with Kim Kardashian, and she just off the cuff said to her, "I hear you like jacket potato." Kim Kardashian goes, "Who?"
And just to let everyone know, I've just dropped a pure codeine tablet, so...
Have you? Your eyes do look like spaceship.
You've just dropped, have you? Yeah. Wow, strap yourselves in, everybody.
I'm not leaving!
Oh, God.
I'll be like Wolf of Wall Street.
Good.
Oh, God.
We'll explain all why. I'm fine. But, so we good? Are we ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Azizam.
Azizam.
Hello and welcome to Capital Breakfast After the Show. I'm Jordan North, he's Chris Stark, and that's Sian Welby. So, last 3 episodes, a celebs kind of gatecrashed us. We had Jonathan Ross, then Baz Luhrmann last week. Can't promise any celebs will drop today, but we have had a lot happen over the weekend with one of the biggest celebrities in the world right now, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, that is, I have to say, pretty epic moment, isn't it? Getting your content shared months later by the person that was being interviewed. Like, it's very rare that the actual celeb wants it on their timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that makes me think then that's obviously her, firstly. It's not like her team of people.
No.
She's made herself a potato and something's triggered in her head, or she's had a laugh with someone there and then gone to put it on stories.
Yeah, so if you missed it, like last year, jacket potato, back in the days of Twitter, it would have been trending, the word, wouldn't it? But you don't get that anymore, which is sad. But yeah, we had Grime Gran, our show Nan, Margie, who's like 86, 87, and she went down, did the junket with Kim Kardashian, and she just off the cuff said to her, "I hear you like jacket potato." Kim Kardashian goes, "Who?" Which is a very iconic response to that. We sort of really wanted people to start using that, didn't we?
But it's actually gone everywhere, hasn't it? And then Kim K making herself a jacket spud on Sunday and thought, and she shared our capital.
Do you know what? I'm going to look at it again because people might have missed it. If you don't follow Kim Kardashian, I want to talk you through her jacket potato because it actually looked really good. It's like the Americans do it different to us.
I thought it looked more like potato skins.
It was like loaded, but it had bacon bits and that must be cheese, right? On top.
But I think she's taken the potato out, done stuff to it, and then put it back in. For me, that's potato skins.
But look, she's kind of ripped a bit off in her hand, so she's not even eating it with knife and fork. The Americans are savage. They're just sort of grabbing it, ripping it, and eating it, which I kind of admire.
But that's not a jacket potato.
That's potato skins.
If we were to take this to a sort of jacket potato VAR,
yeah, what are you saying? Loaded skins.
That's what that is, isn't it? Yeah.
I think she's still not got it right.
They used to do loaded skins at Chiquitos.
Oh my God, do you know what I've just realised? This is even better. It's actually in a little takeaway box. She has ordered that.
Yeah, that's loaded skins.
It's in like a look. I can see
You don't miss a trick. It is.
It's in a little takeaway box.
She got it from Chiquitos. It might have shut down here, but she's ordered Chiquitos.
It's living strong in California.
So do you feel like she's trying to take credit for this?
Yeah, and she's not homemade that. Kim, jacket potato.
Kim,
come
put
on.
it in the oven.
Put it in the oven. Do it right. Get some. Do you olive oil on it?
Yeah.
Is that what you meant to do?
Well, to skin.
Do you ever put it?
Do you microwave it first to get it going?
Mm-hmm. I microwave it for 10 minutes, then you put it in the oven.
But is that a myth? Chris is looking like
no,
that.
because my missus is a big believer in that, and I just kind of think just give it its own time.
Also,
let it be.
Let it do its thing.
Air fry them. Air fryer jacket potatoes are the best.
Again, my missus
but do you get the
says
skin?
That, it's not the same.
You know, it is.
I'd like to try it with maybe a small potato.
It's not the same.
It is.
It's not because the potato, the flavour in the potato is different when it's slower cooked. It just is. I'm not making
Favourite fillings, go.
For me, I can't choose.
What's a question?
Don't just throw that on me in my little cardigan.
No, but what would you do?
For me, it's just cheese and butter.
Yeah.
Just cheese and butter?
Yeah.
Cheese and butter.
Both of you the same?
No, actually. But is that what you're going for? Sometimes.
Yeah.
But butter, cheese, mix, like fork it in.
Right.
Got a fork.
So you're kind of mashing up the middle a bit.
Yeah. And then more cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
cheese
very
and
partial to beans, and then I might even throw in a bit of coleslaw as well.
Cheese, beans and coleslaw.
Yeah.
One of the most elite combos, I would say.
Can I just throw in?
And Liam Perrins.
I agree, right? I'm actually going to agree with you. Cheese, beans and coleslaw. Sour cream's really nice as well if you haven't got coleslaw.
Too posh, that.
But The beans with the hot dogs in are great on the jacket potato.
Oh, your beans and sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Yours?
Well, I've told you about my dilemma. I can't eat tuna in my house. Jake can't bear the smell of it.
He's got real bad PTSD.
He's
there.
weird. He has.
Something's happened there.
Something's happened. I know.
wonder
it has. Don't.
No, because it's just a real irrational.
He hates it.
Never gone.
What I will
Something's
caveat
happened
is,
there, isn't it?
what I will caveat is ever since I've known, he's never liked it since I've known him.
Oh, it's not you think. But that's not we're saying.
We weren't saying
we're not saying it's you.
Weird how we're all in our
Something's
30s and yet can go to year 8.
Oh, it's great. But yeah, so I'm not allowed to eat that in the house. So my guilty pleasure is tuna mayo with sweet corn and cheese though as well.
Yeah.
To be fair, some woman the other week got on the train and sat next to me and had a tuna sandwich from Pret, and I had to move because it stunk.
The smell of fish is gross. The taste of it's amazing. Do you have to hide anything from when you're eating at home? Like, is there anything you have to eat secretly?
Oh yeah. No, I'm all right in that regard. But you've got. Do you know what? I'm pretty good in that department. What about you?
Do you have it with
Pasties.
pasties?
How do you hide a pasty?
I've got really into them of late.
What? And you'll get told off for eating them, or is she
No,
like the
because
smell
I
of them?
just buy. No, it's not that she doesn't like them. It's just I think she's like got to stop casually eating pasties. Like
It's a problem.
they're Cornish pasties.
Great.
Little mini ones.
Are you
No,
ovening
the
them?
Bigger. I do. I do.
Great.
But then I'm not really eating them in a defined dinner time, so I'm eating them.
Willy-nilly.
Yeah,
can't
same
be
way you
eating-
might eat an apple.
Willy-nilly.
You've lost control.
it's
You
gotta
can't, be
stop.
you can't be having pasties just on a
It's gotta
random
stop.
Wednesday at 2
No,
o'clock.
but that's the problem. I'm having 2 p.m.
No,
pasties.
that's a cry for help, Chris. We'll have to
It is.
intervene.
Yeah, I am.
Can we say as well, like, little peek behind the curtain, like, Grime Gran has nailed it for us, and she nailed it with doing that interview with Kim Kardashian, but we really had to push for it, didn't we?
Well, yeah, because I suppose it's not the usual having an 86-year-old representing
Exactly.
Capital, which I suppose is hard to explain when you're trying to pitch an idea, isn't it?
We really had to picture it, and I'm so glad it's working, because that's going to now turn out to be our most viewed video.
It is. It's on 40 million.
And to be fair, the feedback we got was, well, we want you three on the video. I'm like, no, this woman's great. And we really had to picture and really had to back her.
It's not about us not wanting to do stuff, and this is the key thing to remember. Like, I think we all have an awareness of comedy, and sometimes there's stuff that we could deliver that would never hit the same as an older woman doing it, or an older man. Like, there's certain comedy that relies on a kid to say it, or an adult to say it, and in that circumstance with massive A-listers, something about an old lady with no filter.
Yeah, totally.
It adds an element.
I remember when first joining, we would Sean. I remember we discussed an idea, and we originally were looking at an old lady that could do interviews, but was an actor.
Yes, yeah.
And then you never needed to do it because Grime Gran sort of appeared and was up for this stuff, and it's ended up working well.
Old school listeners will remember there was a time when I had to do this myself, and I was called Jean, right?
I remember that.
And what's funny about it is the mask is so... I need to get the mask out and get it back on socials. Maybe she could be an alter ego. But the mask is, like Mrs. Doubtfire, so suffocating. I used to get anxiety before putting it on because you had to almost hold your breath as because it went on so tight. And there's a bit where the rubber is all covering your nose. Have you heard about Jim Carrey talking about being the Grinch?
He had to go through, like...
He went through therapy. And
yeah.
I
He
get...
had to be trained by the CIA. He got trained by the torture experts at CIA because it was hours and hours every day putting it on.
And because he was only able to breathe through tiny straws, imagine how suffocating it felt. I mean, I'm talking on a very small scale, but even then I think about it. But yeah, and I played the character of Jean, and it only really worked twice. And
when did you do that?
I used to do it on Zoom calls, and that's how you got... It was during COVID. We were doing Zoom calls, and so therefore the disguise was a lot better.
Do the voice as well.
Well, she'd come on and she did an interview with Anne Mary, you see. And Anne Marie's already wetting herself, looking at Roman and whatever, going, who's this woman? Getting my name wrong. And I just kept getting her songs wrong and name wrong. And I mean, I suppose in the same ilk as Superfan Steve, when you would do...
they were funny.
How did that idea come about, by the way?
I don't know.
I know. I'm such
well
a geek.
fun.
The first one you did was Cheryl Cole, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it could have been.
I'm pretty
They
sure.
were so funny. That keeps doing the rounds. I see that occasionally. Just very quickly on the old people thing. there is something very fun about dressing up as an old person.
It's very freeing.
And adopting the attitude, because there's a kind of, like, I don't care attitude with it, which... And people, you have to respect your elders.
Yeah.
So there's trust that you get from other people. I've only ever dressed up as an elderly person once, and I was about 7, and I played Hyacinth Bouquet in a Cubs. I did Cubs, and we did a performance, and I was chosen to be Hyacinth Bouquet, and it was very liberating.
How would you describe her to people that don't have a clue? I know the name.
She's basically William Hanson's idol, and the reason why he is in.
Is that right?
Oh,
William Hanson's
he's got
idol.
Another podcast about keeping up appearances.
Because the idea was that she was quite working class, right? But she was trying to act very middle upper class.
Yeah, it's
William
Bouquet rather than Bucket.
Comes to my house and we have keeping up appearances, watching parties. He's obsessed with her.
Well, that's really
His
interesting.
whole thing's...
And you're like the bloke.
Yeah, I'm Onslow.
You're his Onslow.
You
Google these characters if you don't know who we're on about. I'll make you laugh.
But the reason I say it is, I think we've stumbled upon something here which we definitely should explore, which is, you know how you got RuPaul's Drag Race?
Yes.
We should do our own, like, RuPaul's Gran Race.
Nice.
And it's people dressed up as elderly people taking on personas and we just performing tasks.
Why don't we do a podcast episode as our elder Olga, the egos?
Yeah.
Us lot in the home.
Yeah, Sharon, remember that time we interviewed...
Why have you become Stallone?
Yeah, why
I'll have definitely had a stroke by then with fags and beer. Come on.
What does he shout? Like,
Adrian!
We
did it!
Hey, I've not had a
What
fag for
legend.
2 weeks, you know. We're getting, I'm not.
Hey, well done.
not,
We're going to
thank you.
probably get into the
Are we
reason
talking
why
about
next, are we?
Adrian, Sean, that time interview.
Coding's coming.
The codeine's kicked in, everyone.
We'll explain.
Clip this up.
We'll explain why I'm on codeine next. We've just been off for a week. How was your half term? What did you do? You went back home.
I mean,
You come in on Monday. I was back home. You went. It's not like going home, is it? Though
it's not a holiday, is
That's
it?
what you said.
It's not a holiday. Like, this is no offence. My mum will laugh. Like, we did laugh at the end when she said goodbye to me. She was a bit like almost apologising. Like, I understand this has been an absolute whirlwind. The thing is with me going home, and I don't know if either of you feel the same, but it's not like a guest situation. I'm not seen as a guest for the week, obviously, because I'm the daughter, right? But I'm seen as another pair of hands. It's like, thank God the backup supplies come in. I come in like a Navy SEAL, like, oh, thank God she's here. The chopper's landed, and I'm like, relief. Go, like, go. Internet's down. The fridge isn't working. 3 kids want to play with you, different games at the same time. The dog wants your attention. It's utter carnage. My mum and sister decided that they knew I was coming back. Both of them were getting the kitchens done at the same time. So 2 kitchens out of action. And there was toasters in the wrong room and people trying to make cups of tea on the windowsill. And
you can't go to someone's house when kitchen said, "What did you do with the baby?"
well, luckily my mum was just having sort of cupboards painted.
Oh.
My sister was in the middle of it getting plastered, so there were still working appliances, but you can imagine the mess.
But you improvised. You had to improvise.
Yeah, you know, I've got my dad with Alzheimer's, bless him. He's talking to me on a loop. We've had the same chat about a fence post for like
Yeah, but that's not dissimilar
10
to
minutes.
being with us, is it?
No, I mean,
It's not
you're
like me
right.
with me.
It's very similar. He's also deaf, so I'm shouting.
It's like me.
The whole thing, the phone's not working. I become tech support. I installed Starlink while I was there.
What quote?
I'm not kidding you. I got so right. Can I
While
just
you had a baby of your own there, go on.
Can I just give you a bit of reality here? Because we're in our little London bubble, right? You get out of London, and my mum's got... When my mum... I got her for Christmas a picture frame that moves.
Oh, yeah.
Same, I've done exactly the
I
same.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
Great.
a digital picture frame.
Yeah.
Is it the Aura one?
Yeah, one of those.
It's so good.
So good, and I would recommend getting them. But my mum's internet is so bad that when that's turned on, the TV doesn't work.
Oh no!
The TV's buffering.
If one thing needs Wi-Fi,
That's like
it
my
uses.
daddy used to make us get off the network on our phones if the telly wouldn't
Yeah.
Honestly,
work.
I have to put my phone in flight mode to make the TV work. And then if I want a WhatsApp, I have to turn off the photo frame. And I went...
If you want to boil kettle, you have to turn off Instagram.
I literally was like, what is this, right? So I look at Starlink because it's like the only option where you're going straight up, because my mum and dad live in the middle of nowhere and it's going straight to a satellite. I was like, brilliant. I'm looking at the packages. I'm like, oh God, I wonder how much megabits per second you're getting, because the lowest package here is 100. I rang my sister because my mum doesn't have a clue. I said, can you just look at their internet and see what they're getting as the internet speed? 1 megabit per second.
Can you even stream the telly on
I mean, that's barely alive, isn't it?
The girl laughed and went, not being funny. She said, but even we won't deny you having to cancel this service.
And they didn't even try and sell it.
They said, we've never seen the speeds this low. They were like, this is... I forgot what... I ended up talking to a bloke and he gave like an analogy, and he said something like... He was like...
Because usually they try and sell it you, don't they?
Oh, he was trying to compare it. He's like, even a brick would work faster than this. You know what I mean? It was like, what on earth is this? It was like, and so anyway, we've laughed it off. Got Starlink. She's got 100 megabits per second. She's
You're flying with Starlink.
Yeah.
They tried to get me onto Starlink as well.
Because you're quite country.
Yeah, but I shouldn't be. I think we just as a nation need to sort out the whole thing anyway. It's a disgrace. But what would start? That's Elon Musk's, isn't it?
Yeah, not that I'm a big fan of his, but
Starlink sounds scary to me, though. Do you know what I mean? There's something.
It sounds like a baddie in Star Wars.
It sounds like yes, it does sound like a baddie. Sounds like we're part of something there.
Starlink.
It does work, so it's working.
It's unreal. I think my no one can believe it. It's been talk of the town. I think she's told everyone in the village. They'll all be getting it because it never used to be available, and now if you're living in like a rural area, they've got cows for
Oh mate,
because it just goes straight up, so there's none of this weird phone line thing.
You were basically on WAP before, weren't you?
It was worse than dial-up. I honestly think I think I said to the guy on the phone, I was like, I could plug in a Nokia 3210 and it would be
You're
better.
such a good one though for doing that on your week off, because I wouldn't be.
Can they handle the speed now though? Because I feel like you've possibly gone from one to the other.
Yeah.
Like,
I might create a monster.
Yeah.
My mum's going to be there getting Bitcoin. And
this is what I mean. Like, it might be too much too soon.
just lose control.
Maybe 10 megs
They
or
won't
something would have
sleep.
been a nice...
My mum will be streaming all night. She's like, I've got Netflix.
I can't understand.
I can watch telly.
Not having to
The phone just going bloop, 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 bloop.
Honestly, she used to have to wait for Netflix to load one episode half an hour. She said she used to go, do you want to watch Netflix? She'd go and put the kettle on.
Shut up.
While it loaded.
Oh my God.
So anyway, so that was, sorry, we've gone really off-piste here.
No, it's great.
We weren't even going to talk about this, but that was me back home. How did you lot have a nice
Oh, I
week?
think you've answered really.
You tell everyone about you taking Erin out for
Oh, it was my little girl's
yeah.
birthday, which was very, very sweet. Very quickly, I wanted to go big because it's her 11th birthday, and I thought to myself, well, there's not going to be many more of these birthdays where she's so young and she's so sweet, and I want to do something for her and her friends. So I went big. So I booked this bake-off thing that they could go do, which was fantastic. It's like the bake-off tent.
It's near us, that, Jordan. It's in the Castle pub. Do you know the one in Tooting? Very good. Very
It's
good
so
pub.
good.
Oh really?
They've got this
like
massive tent, haven't they?
Yeah, that's it.
That's not far
And then you
from
do
us.
the bake-off experience.
We should do that one weekend with Jake and that.
Yeah, well, a lot of people do it with work trips. You
That
know,
would be
and-
quite a
and,
good
like,
work
couples
activity
and
or
dates
something.
and
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like that. It is really, really good. So anyway, her and her mates were doing that. To get there, I hired a party bus,
I love this.
and it's quite a journey for me to get to that bit of town, like
Yeah.
an hour and a half, 2 hours or something like that. And it was just these 10-year-olds, 10 of them, just screaming songs.
Can we
All
put the clip in?
sorts.
We've
Have
got
a
a
listen
clip.
to this. This is the clip of Chris and his daughter and her friends screaming the lyrics on this birthday party bus. It sounds great though.
Yeah, I was going to say it sounds like real fun, and I would have loved to have been at that
Yeah.
party. I mean, serious dad points you've got. I think what I like about that is if you listen to that clip, just imagine Chris's face, because that's what makes it for me. It was your face of despair because you've been at it for 2 hours.
It was so long. Had to have a beer on the way back.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you.
I bet.
So you, young man, let's get to your
I just-
your issues.
Oh, you know me. Just had 4 wisdom teeth taken out. Nothing major. Fair play to you for coming into work when you had your operation, because you were like 3 days later, weren't you?
Yeah, when I had the operation, you're right. I did come back a bit soon, perhaps. But
Yeah.
Chris, it was like 3 days after.
How's a kite?
He hobbled in.
But we couldn't say anything at that point.
No.
Oh, that's right, because you didn't. Obviously, you were so good, and you didn't want to sort of scare the kids, and you were really
You'd not
brave
gone
about it
public
all.
about
Actually,
it.
no.
Oh yeah, there was a period of time you might have listened to this show, and I was
Flying. He's in the background and he had that manic laugh for like 2 minutes.
Honestly, if I said to Chris today, I said, I wish we'd filmed that day in the studio, just for record to look back
And
on.
he was in
we'd have laughed.
grey joggers.
He came in these baggy joggers, sort of what, you know, like back in the day when you'd wear them right down.
In what?
Just stains.
They were. Because I was sleeping in. I was basically rolling in, doing the radio.
I know.
Couldn't really sit down.
I know you were like perched on a
remember
chair.
him trying. I remember the first time he tried to sit on the stool, and I think he almost squashed something.
And it, obviously,
it was
Chris,
going.
This is serious. Chris had testicular cancer, but he like had an operation, kept it all between us because he didn't want to go public yet, because obviously his kids and everything like that.
Oh, we can't say it enough how brave you were and how good you were
What a
about
mad
it.
time.
You laughed your way through it like an absolute trooper. But that day, yeah, you were. He was on serious drugs at that point. And are you all right, Jordan?
Oh, sorry, I've got a hair in my eyes.
Sorry, he's high right
Am
now.
I?
We have to remember throughout all
little,
of this.
little leprechauns.
Just for
on
those
the
who.
top.
Do you know what? I always remember having to go to the toilet but the song's quite short here on Capital. And like genuinely not being able to get back in time.
No, you couldn't walk quick. You're right. We had to fill a link because you were hobbling back. Bless you. Let's be careful.
My stained
Yeah,
trousers.
little piss stain.
Chris got into his stall.
Stained trousers.
Yeah, I remember seeing a little piss patch.
Yeah,
No, you
got
got
to let
into-
things slide.
You got into your chair like it was a hot bath. Do you remember him lowering himself?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what we did. But so I had Wednesday last week at the time of recording, so nearly a week ago, I had 4 wisdom teeth taken out, and I thought it'd be fine. I didn't realise how brutal it's been. The swelling's gone down.
It has.
But-
Swelling has gone down, thank God.
It's
Bless
a
you.
bit. If you're looking now, it's still a bit bad. I've got some awful pictures.
We're due to be filming something tomorrow. Is that on?
I'm gonna do 2 episodes and then see.
Yeah, but
how
how
it
does
goes.
What's
that,
the point?
How does that help?
Is that-
Do you want me to be honest? Do you want me to
Go
be
on,
honest?
go on.
Right.
You tried to
okay.
get out of it.
No. I want to get out of it. The people at M&S are like, we really don't think you should do this, but I really want my haircut for a wedding this weekend.
Is that why you're doing it, to get Ollie's haircut? Oh, for God's sake, that's ridiculous. So these videos will live forever online, and there'll be a whole one where everyone's going to be like, is he like
Can't
a
do
jaw?
two.
Does he look like the Godfather?
What do you mean do 2?
Well, what do you mean? Well,
So you can do 2, get a haircut,
also,
and then leave.
I'll be honest with you, there's another reason. I'm at a wedding, I've got a suit that needs taking in, so I'm going to get the tailor
Because the
there.
tailor's there as well. Oh my God,
I
he's
don't
making
think you
it.
should be
This is
saying this.
unbelievable.
Wild.
So you go in, so you're going to have this swollen face. Bear in mind, right, on Monday he came in and I felt awful because I'm normally really good at just like poker face, but I actually burst out laughing. And it's just, you actually look so cute. He looked like, Google this, a quokka, which are like these little beaver type animals. And because what happened, Ross, because your cheeks were so swollen, your smile got smaller, but so it was all squished. He had this cute little smile. He looked like a little beaver or a little hamster with his cheeks full. And yeah, bless you, you did that whole show.
Yeah, it was fine, wasn't it? Yeah, it was fine. Yesterday, so at the time of recording, I thought, I'm not going to be able to get through this week. And I just slept all day. Because I slept all day yesterday and I actually feel better today.
You look better.
And the swelling's gone down and
Yeah, you're
the
looking good.
painkillers are kicking in. So, yeah. This is my favourite part, our quotes from the notes. Usually little tidbits that Sean has written down in the notes section of the phone.
Why is tit such a funny word? I
Yeah,
love it.
I'd love to say, that's the one word I'd love to say on the radio. Could say tit or gobshite.
Do you know what else? Bugger. I wish bugger. I would like to reclaim some of these words as fun.
Excuse me, Chris? Do you know, I never knew bugger was bad until I started working for the BBC. I used to, like my
I
granddad used to say, "Oh, you little bugger."
Yeah, I think it's taken on a new
Yeah,
form.
I don't think it's to do.
It needs to be reclaimed.
It's,
that.
it's just a cheeky thing, isn't it?
But but that aside, Chris is dodging any sort of libel moment here.
Cheeky little bugger.
I think tits are great. No,
Addition.
I'm not going to say.
I think tits are
No,
great.
I know. That's not the quote I want to live by. I'm saying I think tit is the perfect word that is right on the line of I think you get away with the odd cheeky one here or there.
Greg always gets away with arse, I hear. He says a lot about arse.
Well, if you say ass weirdly, people don't mind it so much.
But Simon Jordan on TalkSport says tit and gets away with it.
What,
All
we're
right,
going
I'm
like,
going to
you
say
absolute
listen,
tit.
all right, listen out then. Here we go. Famous last words. I'm going to try and get a tit in on the live show in the next week.
Right, here we go. Jordan's going to try and get a tit in. Okay,
Right.
good.
And-
Titbits?
But don't tell executive producer Callum he's not here.
But
so-
titbits is a cop out.
So if
Yeah,
I
okay.
can say, I get away with saying, oh, he's a tit.
I think if you say it, when you say it with your northern twang, you seem to get away with more. Like if you say, you cheeky tet. I think that's...
Oh, he's on the teat.
Right down the teat.
Well, teats
Teat.
are
No,
loud
I've
as
said
well.
teat.
I'd
Teat's
love-
medical.
Some people are just, he's a tit. You just know.
Tit is a great word for an idiot.
All right,
Anyway,
well, good luck with your mission.
Okay, I'll
then.
try
Do
and
you
get
want some
tit
quotes?
in. Yes.
Right, this is one of my favourite quotes already this week. If the pilot comes over the tannoy and asks, is there a doctor on board, I can put my hand up.
Outrageous.
Go on then, Jordan.
So this is me talking about my honorary degree that I got from uni, that I got a few years ago. So I got an honorary degree.
I don't understand them.
Well, I thought I was a doctor, but it turns out it's not. After producer Jimmy not giving me any credit whatsoever, I literally did a quick Google search, and it turns out I've got a fellowship.
A fellowship.
Yeah, but that's even more than a degree. So
you're a hobby.
let me explain, Sian. So what you do if you go to university, you pay a lot of money to go and pay for your degree essentially, and then you come away and hopefully it helps you kick on with jobs and stuff like that. If you become a celebrity though, they give you one for free.
I know, I don't get it. I
which
don't understand.
is mental.
What are they trying to achieve there? I'm being serious now. I don't actually really get it. I think it's cool, and it means that you get to wear the hat and the gown.
Yeah,
It's
which
so-
I never did in the first place, because I actually do have a degree from there, a first class.
So you have
degree.
got a first degree there.
I've got a degree
That's
there, but I
amazing.
never went. To
That's the one you
graduation.
paid for.
Yeah, I never went to the graduation because I went to Magaluf. I was going to do a season out in Magaluf. Lasted 4 weeks anyway.
So anyway, he's gone in the jungle,
Gone in the jungle.
and then the uni's gone, hang on a minute, this one here,
Yeah, he's done all right.
one of our
We'll
flock,
claim him.
he's in the jungle.
That is not true.
Let's
I've done
sling him a fellowship.
Is that like becoming a brand ambassador then? Is that what's happened?
That's exactly
You're brand
it,
ambassador for the uni.
university.
Yeah, you're basically an ambassador.
But they give you a fake degree,
Yeah,
basically.
he's done nothing
a
for
degree
it.
in
He's done
in
literally
celebrity.
nothing for it. Have you?
No, because I always used to go back there and do talks, and I always mention them in interviews and stuff, and I always do stuff
Oh,
for the
you're giving
alumni
them little-
magazine.
Little
So
name
I've
checks.
just realised I'm an ambassador for. So it's basically that for Sunderland, an ambassador for Burnley Football Club, ambassador for Pendleside Hospice, and I'm
No, but that's
ambassador
lovely.
for and M&S as well.
All four very different examples, I would say, of and using the word ambassador.
And I'm an
illustrates-
ambassador.
No, doing something
I
for
reckon I
Pendleside
could,
Hospice
after this,
is
go and be an
fantastic.
American ambassador next.
No,
It's the same
because
thing.
no, sorry, is he doing this on purpose?
Experience.
This is. I warn you now. I warn you listening. Actually, this is Codeine speaking. He's not. He's not liable
I
for
keep
anything
forgetting
he's just
You know,
said.
he was ambassador. They can say, "Have you got the experience of being an ambassador?" And I'm like,
No.
"Yeah, can't be much different."
Pendleside Hospice, what's fantastic about you working with them and being an ambassador for them is you're an ambassador for a fantastic cause. You're basically saying, I just want to support this cause fully because I really believe in it and I want to shout about it, and hopefully that attention will help them earn a bit more money,
Yeah.
right? And you're saying you're an ambassador for Southampton, for Sunderland University.
Yeah.
Well, what they've done is they've given you a free degree,
It's a fellowship. Yeah.
a fellowship, right?
Where's your fellowship?
That's a great question.
There's your
Where's my fellowship? Oh, listen, you wouldn't say no.
No, of course not.
You wouldn't say no. And equally, Sean, you haven't got a degree, so maybe you could
Imagine
get
if
a degree.
I got one, because that'd be even more of a disgrace, because I didn't even go to uni. But
No,
imagine if like
You've
Nottingham Uni...
You've paid
Nothing.
nothing.
I have done nothing. And imagine if Nottingham Uni rings me up and goes, oh, do you want to know what? Or Trent.
But it's not about... But my thing is, you're obviously doing it because they want you to be a celeb that's associated with the uni, right?
Yeah,
That's
well,
really
it's
what it
'cause
is.
I went-
Didn't
There's
Stormzy
plenty of
get one?
people...
Yeah.
exactly, but he's done great things.
Oh, I see.
No,
This is a dig.
No, it's... No, Jordan, you haven't... You are brilliant, right? But it's different. It's just
No, I
different.
agree. I
And-
actually agree.
And then when you say you're an ambassador for Burnley, you're a fan of Burnley.
Yeah, but I'm a club ambassador. Actually, I go on.
What does that involve?
So 6 times a year, I go in the chairman's lounge and host a table and like do stuff.
6
for the
times a
club.
year, he
6
gets
times a year
given
he
a
gets-
free
he has the dinner.
table.
It's because
No,
he has
dinner
a
at the
hot
chairman's.
dinner.
I do
Gets
interviews.
told
for
he's
him.
ambassador
I
for
do
the...
interviews for him and stuff. I do
Yeah, but that's
online.
because you're a famous fan, right?
Ambassador.
I go to what? If you're an ambassador for Burnley Football Club, the game is gone. You're a fan, and you great at flying the flag for Burnley. That's
what an
brilliant, but that's what
ambassador
all fans should do.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, it turns out if I'm on a plane and someone says doctor on board, I can't say yeah because it's a fellowship.
Thank God. Imagine I'm dying of a heart attack and you bloody turn
Got
up.
me
I'd be
in
like,
media studies.
oh, yeah. Got me
I
doctorate.
can like whisper in your ear and pretend you've got a podcast on or something, but I can't really save you.
Oh, you've had some corkers. You've honestly had so many funny chats recently, Jordan. What about your interview with Hilary Duff? I've just got in the quotes from the notes. I've been to Pound Town.
Yes. Hilary Duff said I've been to Pound Town, and that's doing the rounds at the moment. We interviewed her for a very British day out, something that we do with like usually big American stars. So we've taken Snoop Dogg for a very fancy high tea in a posh hotel in London. Billie Eilish, we've done a really fancy lunch with her. Who else have I done?
You've done a rosé from Blackpink. You took it to a chippy.
You want to go back to that chippy. And then recently we took Hilary Duff out to the Tower of London because turns out she's distantly related to King Charles. And
mad.
my cousin, Mandy, is a beef eater at the Tower of London.
I mean,
this is not the codeine.
This is honestly, what you just said then was just words, and I lost track, and I know the story.
Yeah.
So my
right.
cousin, Mandy,
Right.
is a Yemen
Mandy.
warder.
So just to translate to something, you have a cousin named Mandy.
Yeah, but she's called Mandy. I can't just call her
Exactly,
Mandy.
but it's not like Robert Mandy or something.
So, it's Mandy.
Mandy.
Honestly,
it's like our Mandy.
Mandy. I said to my mum once, I've just seen Brad's in town, and she went, I've just seen Brad's in town. She's like, well, I went, Brad's your son. She went, all right. The only person it's affected is my cousin Kelly. We've had to rebrand her.
Why?
R. Kelly.
True story.
Brilliant, that.
So
Well,
Lovely
I'm
business.
fascinated to see where this podcast ends up.
But just quickly, Pound Town, just look that video up on Capital Official because it is so funny. And the full video's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's great.
yeah.
Hilary Duff, check out the interview.
Watch it on there. Hello and welcome to the Mailbox edition of Capital Breakfast After the Show. This is where we read out your bits of correspondence. So what have we got first, please, guys?
Well, do you know what? Before we start, I'm going to say we did put a bit of an appeal to give us some likes, some comments, some 4-star, 5-star review. Actually, how many stars should I say? 5? 5.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Always 5.
4/5, I think.
Oh, no, give us 5.
Well, give us 5.
5.
You know you're not
If you
being
can.
honest.
Yeah, you're just doing
4
it
star.
solid.
I think 4 stars is honest.
Give us no. Give us 5 stars, but then in the comments, bit of feedback.
Yeah, so I've got some lovely ones here. Fiona put, I was laughing so much this was the episode that was about the bisexual blunder. Oh, that was
biathlon.
when you thought a
yeah.
biathlete was liked men and women. Brilliant. Fiona says she was laughing so much her boyfriend came to check on her because he thought she was crying. That's a great review. Darren says don't bleep the swearing, it ruins the podcast. I don't know where we stand with this swearing.
I'm
not swearing.
rowing back on the swearing.
What are we bleeping out the swearing, Charlotte?
We're not bleeping out most of swearing, but Cal wanted me to bleep you saying
Right, we've just heard.
Just heard.
Obviously, this would be bleeped out again.
Yeah, sorry, Darren,
so-
but this will be bleeped again. But it was you, Jordan, because you say words that are naughty.
Well, why is he bleeped out? That's so. Apparently, it turns out that we bleeped out the word last week. But anyway, hopefully
That would have been bleeped again.
No, it wasn't. I'm insisting that stays in, so it's fine.
Well, we'll see if it stays in or not. You'll have to let us know, Darren. And just finally, hi, my name is Jeff. Says, I love this. It's my
name
favourite
is Jeff.
podcast. Please do more and please read mine on mail day. So I did it.
There you go.
There you are. Thank you guys for leaving your comments. And if you do leave some funny stories or anything, I will read them out because they're great.
All right. What bit of correspondence have we got today, please?
Shall I
Yeah, go
read this
for it.
one then? Yeah. Okay. This is from Lucy. Says, hello. I just want to say that I'm absolutely dying at Jonathan Ross walking into the podcast, having never met Jordan and starting to roast his hair instantly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was strange. As a keen G&D diva and listener to your pod as well, I feel like about 70% of the media I consume is discussions about Jordan's hair. Welcome to our life. For him to have finally begun to be a bit reassured about it, on After the Show at least, and then have it roasted by such an icon is so hilarious to me.
How did you feel about that?
That was a bit of a mad moment. I've always admired Jonathan Ross, and I did say randomly, I'm a big fan of your book. He had a book out years ago, an autobiography that I thought was class, but for whatever reason, it never did that well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was awesome. And, you know, we've said this before. What's amazing about doing the podcast here is anyone could walk in at any...
You can't believe who walks past.
minute.
Quite often it's Vanessa Feltz, actually. She gives us a little wave.
She
doesn't
did. She
Oh,
just
she just
did.
did
She
then,
just
did
gave
she?
a little wave.
Oh,
yeah.
I missed her.
Do you know who we seen last time we recorded? Kirsty Gallagher.
Oh, love
And
her.
then I was in a pub at the weekend, and she was there, and she came and said hello.
Who do you think the nicest celebrity is that you've met that you go, they are such
She
a
is
gem?
lovely, Kirsty.
Stephen Graham.
Oh, yeah, lovely
Yeah,
man.
Stephen Graham's pretty sound.
Up there for me is Christine Lampard.
Oh,
She
really?
is lovely.
She's
I don't
just
really know her.
lovely. I don't even know her that well. It's just how she's always been to me. You don't forget, do you? Even when I was like first starting out.
Yeah.
And she was a lot more famous.
Do you know who's
Than me, I
dead
mean.
nice? And I thought, what? Because I've never met him before. Jimmy Carr.
Yeah, that's interesting actually, because Jimmy Carr is a funny fish. Like, some people don't get him at all.
Who
But
else
I'm
is
talking
dead
really, like, is there anyone along your journey that you've gone, they were so nice to me when I was like really needed a bit of help? Or like I wasn't famous and I was trying to get advice or make it, because I've had plenty of people that didn't give me any advice or
Do
help.
you know who always I won't hear a bad word said about him in that respect? Grimmy.
Nick Grimshaw.
You know, when I first started out at Radio
That's
1,
nice.
Yeah, he was like proper. He was dead nice to me and used to always pop in the studio and stuff. When I was on like early mornings, he was on early. I'd probably say him. Yeah. Oh,
Anyway,
all right.
nice.
Jesse Morton says, "Hey guys, I absolutely love the Secret Fiancé stuff. Congratulations, you made me bawl my eyes out on the way to work. But I was thinking, was there a plan in case she said no?"
I was prepared for that.
I wasn't.
I wasn't. I was not.
I would have had a mental breakdown.
I did actually
Yes.
have a word with producer Jimmy about that because
Did you actually?
I did. I'd said like I did float the idea that they might say no, and I do think you've got to be prepared for that
you're
eventuality.
right.
But the preparation in my mind was I was kind of okay with it in my head. Like I know that we would have been able to duck in at that point. And I hate to say it, it's like that's the incredibly exciting bit about a proposal as well, is there is an element there of will they say yes? You know, you're asking a question. So if you're going to have that, you have to be prepared that for the no, which imagine listening to someone, imagine you have a proposal like that and they say no. In one hand, it's sad, but then it's probably for the greater good if they do say no.
Well, it means the other person's got it totally off.
Yeah, and it means someone, at least one of them's being honest. It's way better that than both saying yes and maybe not being into it. Do you see what I mean?
I do, yeah.
But it would be unbelievable radio. it just would.
Delivered like Hugh Grant. Unbelievable radio.
I don't want that, but as a plan B, it was, you know.
What I would say is the reason why I didn't think it would happen, and this is like credit to our team and a bit of the behind the scenes. Obviously, this is a great bit of content and a really exciting radio, but we're all very aware it is real. It's not faked. These people are genuine people, and they, you know, the guys that got in touch, and it was mainly lads, got in touch. They really wanted to propose. So then there was like a vetting system of, okay, let's work out how well these people do know their other halves. Would they like such a public proposal for one?
Yeah,
Are they confident? You know, like all that stuff. Because you got to remember that kind of stuff, we didn't want anyone to have a bad time during this,
Yeah.
did we? So there was a lot of people that we didn't accept.
Yeah, that's really important to say. That's
Which I know that's not what you're
not
saying.
what I'm saying.
No,
what,
I know it
what
isn't.
I'm saying is, if someone was to say no, I felt very clear in my head that we could duck in and be like, it's all
We'd
right.
save it.
It's like, end of the day, the proposal's happening. Like, it is a moment that you're hearing. It's an incredible moment. It would be unbelievable to hear someone almost get rejected on a proposal because it's so uncomfortable and we can all relate to that feeling. It would be unbelievable, but unbelievable not necessarily in a positive way.
Yeah.
It's so much lovelier if they say yes.
It would have been.
But either way, the amazing thing about doing a proposal like that on the show is you are guaranteed a moment where you have to sit and listen. And it doesn't matter if you're in an office or in a car, wherever you're listening, and go, oh my God, are they going to say yes? And that kind of radio is just phenomenal.
I said to Jimmy, our producer, I was like, it's the best thing I've ever done on the radio. This year as well.
I agree.
That hour of radio that we did from 8 till 9 was just honestly the best we've done. And this summed it up. We got this comment us in. It's from Lynn. She said, I was on my morning walk and was shouting yes with my headphones on. Cars passing by were waving and crying as they knew I was listening to Capital 2. So other people in the cars were listening as well. And it's just, that's what you want to create.
That gave me, honestly, genuinely gave me goosebumps.
That's
And I
great.
think to think we did something that felt... There's not many moments now in life where you're all doing something at the same time. There's so many options. To think that so many people decided to tune into that and join in and be part of the story, that is the joy of the job that's unlike no other. And we couldn't have got a better couple. Everything about them was amazing,
gorgeous.
wasn't
We
it?
should say congratulations to Darren and Sophie as well.
Oh,
And
they
thank
were
you.
What's the
gorgeous
latest with
people.
them?
Well, do you know he knows peek behind the curtain? He went to college with my brother.
Did he?
I know,
Yeah.
what are the odds? It's so mad.
I didn't know that.
Small
and then
world.
he mentioned it to me, and then I texted my brother, and he was like, "Oh yeah, he's one of the nicest lads ever." And my brother said what you said. He's like, he works with loads of disadvantaged kids in North West.
Oh, he's like one of those super teachers that, is looking after all the kids that really struggle. And then she's amazing as well. And they were just genuine. They didn't want anything from it. They weren't expecting a prize or cash. You know when I say, like, when you just got two people that really did love each other, and this was just a cool proposal, like a money can't buy thing, because it was an experience. And they can always listen back to that. And that Tom Grennan moment, I think, will live rent-free in their head
It was
forever.
amazing. It was.
There's Vanessa Feltz. I got my wave.
Hi,
Oh,
Vanessa.
did you get your wave?
I got my wave. I got a kiss. She is sweet.
Emily's been on, says, I'm kind of fascinated by the building you work with and all the random people that seem to just be walking by all the time.
Yes.
This is Vanessa before the break.
It's Vanessa Feltz. Can I suggest you start bringing guests onto the show? I think it'd be really funny if you got Jamie and Amanda from Heart on. Have a breakfast off. I'm like, have a breakfast off.
Yeah.
So like a wrestle sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to come in at this time of day, are they?
Look, at the
Jamie
time,
Theakston and Amanda out the door at 10:05.
at the time of recording, it's 24 minutes past 11. We came off air an hour and a half ago. They might. I'd like to do an episode with them one day, but I don't think we need guests. There's a lot of podcasts with guests, and it's quite hard booking guests, isn't it?
I think that's the hardest thing about a podcast, isn't it? That relies on guests.
And then you end up with the same few doing the rounds and stuff. You do it really well. But it's football, isn't it? You're on crouching.
What, in terms of getting guests? Yeah, but we don't. The nice thing is, because we've been going so long with that, we don't rely on guests.
Oh,
how it
okay.
is.
They
Yeah.
sort of
So, like,
come to you, don't they? They say,
Yeah,
I'd
exactly.
love to come on.
It's only if, like, oh my God, the amount. It really is. You're right about that.
Oh, sorry, just poured
Sounds
a
like
drink.
a piss.
Just relieving himself in the bottle
Carry on.
in the corner.
Genuinely, it's kind of like if Crouchy wants them. Do you know what I
Sorry, he
mean?
knows what he's doing. It's really distracting. No, you're right, because they want to come on the podcast,
Yeah.
which is really nice. And so you only get people on. I mean, you had some really good ones. Who was the his name's gone out of my head now. Slow Horses.
Oh, Gary Oldman.
Gary
was great. Oh my
Oldman.
God, he was brilliant.
That's so
Great.
good.
He was brilliant. But you're right. I don't think we need.
No. But I would like to get Amanda and Jamie on, and we need to get more members of the show on. We'll do that soon.
Yeah, we'll do, because it is
Do
fun
Callum.
meeting the team, and because also it's good for you to know if you are thinking of getting into like media or radio, all the different jobs. There's so many cool jobs that are involved, but this building is mad, and you can be in a lift and Stormzy's getting in and Bruno Mars is getting out, and you're on the staircase and it's J-Lo, and that's not an exaggeration, is it? You just don't know.
I always see Nick Ferrari who always goes, "Hello, love."
Hello,
See him
love.
Pretty much every morning. It makes my day.
Does he?
Yeah.
Do you see him first thing?
I see him usually on the way out, or I manage to see him 2 or 3 times a week. He's a grafter. He does Sky News at 10 o'clock at night some days, I think.
And he does this morning.
Does he?
Yeah, I was flicking through. I had Sky News on overnight. It was about 8, 9 o'clock. He does the paper reviews on Sky News. I
didn't
think,
know that.
you're up tomorrow. You're on air at 7.
I remember being at a house party once and Nick Ferrari was there. It was years ago.
Is this the famous one with
Is this the one with...
Mike Skinner?
No, it's a
Is this
different
the one with the guy who
Different
created
one.
the Neighbours theme tune?
No, that's a different one.
Was you there?
We should just keep guessing
I'll
which
tell you what
party
this one
it
was. There was a show called Celebrity Taxi Driver or something like that.
Okay.
And I had an involvement in it. And he was the celebrity taxi driver. It was something
What,
like
Nick
that.
Ferrari
This was
was?
years ago though. And I remember seeing Nick Ferrari and I thought, it's ironic you're a taxi driver with the name Ferrari. I didn't know too much about him. And it was,
What a name! 'Cause it's not a stage name, is it? I don't think.
oh my God. But
Shall I find
if
out?
that's a real name, that's
What
phenomenal.
a name! Yeah, but it's like Joe Hollywood, who we
Yeah.
work with. That's a cool surname. Let me just check.
Nick Ferrari.
Ferrari, real name.
We'll
Oh,
get
please
Ferrari
don't.
on. That'd be good.
I hope it's like
Please.
Tim Smith.
Yeah.
Right, we've got time for a
Thompson.
We've got time for a quick one. Jack in Bromley says, I have quite a nerdy question, so I'm not sure it'll make it to the pod. But when you guys go on TV shows, are there any rules around mentioning that you work on Capital? Like, if you went on a competitor, would you not be able to talk about the radio? No, I think most times, even on the BBC, now they say Capital Breakfast Show.
what you'll get is sometimes they're sneaky, right? Because obviously no other channel or whatever really wants to be promoting something else unless you've got like a good relationship. But the amount of times if we do like a Zoom and they try and crop out the microphone, they'll try. If you see us on a Zoom on a show, they'll try and crop out the Capital logo as much as they, and then we always shove it right up into our face.
They'll be like, "Can you just move to the left slightly?"
They do. They did that. To be fair, that was a BBC show. But no, we usually get it. And you always mention Capital on this morning.
I just started doing it and I thought, I'll do it until they tell me I can't. And they don't actually have any issue with it at all.
But no, I think you can mention it. The ITV's fine because Global and ITV in general have got quite a good relationship.
They're like cousins.
Yeah, they are like cousins. So,
But yeah, sometimes we don't really promote. We might not overly promote a BBC thing because of the radio clash.
Yeah.
But that's probably about as far as it goes.
That's true. Right then, me loves. That's it from us this week.
Yes, remember, if you want to get involved with the show in any way, just email us aftershowshow@capitalfm.com.
Yeah, you can send us your stories or whatever. You can comment below YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast.
Your questions, your queries, even if you've got a rash that you want us to see.
We'll look at it.
He's a doctor.
He is a doctor.
We'll look at it. We'll be back with another episode on Saturday. We're going to have loads of rashes sent in now.